and welcome to my ultimate bookish day. Now, I've been wanting to do one of these for a hot minute, but I knew if I did it again, I would need to really spice it up this time. So I let you guys control my bookish day, and you guys really came through with the votes, and I really appreciate it. Just know that this is going to be a fantastic day, and I'm already really looking forward to it. So let's just kick things off. Clearly, I am still in my robe. That's because I'm letting you guys quite literally control every single stinking thing down to what I wear. So the first poll was control my bookish outfit, and cute bookish outfit got 27%, and cozy bookish outfit got 73%. So I only have one bookish top, so it was gonna really be whether or not we make it cozy or whether we dress it up. So this is my Fireheart jersey sweatshirt, jersey tee, jersey something, and it is based off of a Throne of Glass character. Now, I was thinking if we did cute, I'd do the whole white pleated skirt type dealio, because I think that would have been really, really, really cute. However, we chose cozy, so I went with my all-time favorite leggings, and that is just the Aerie offline leggings. May I be too hot in this outfit? Potentially. Will I still wear it anyways? Absolutely. I asked you guys if I should go drink at my favorite coffee shop or read at home, and of course you guys chose the coffee shop. Thank you. Oh my goodness. When I made that option, I was like, look, I will make the most of reading at home, but I really hope you guys choose a favorite coffee shop because, guys, it is official. We're moving. And we're moving very soon, and as excited as I am really gonna miss East Tennessee. There are definitely some places here that I'm going to miss, so I love an excuse to go to my favorite coffee shop, most likely for the last time. So we are really just going to enjoy this experience. And with that, I'm going to get dressed. I feel like there's an opportunity here for a fun transition. Like a spin. Watcha. Or would that be too tacky? You ready? You ready? Don't blink. You're going to miss it. Was that cool? Was that impressive at all? And then I got, of course, my trusty dusty Chucks. Actually, that stretch feels kind of good. All right, so let's talk about the coffee shop. All of my favorite coffee shops have lost all their cutesiness and their personality. However, there is one coffee shop that has stayed true to playing Gracie Abrams, to having propagated plants all over the walls, and their thrifted bookshop in the back corner. And it is every girl's dream. And they do trivia nights during the school year. And I'm actually really sad that I'll never get to experience a trivia night again because I'm moving. But I'm also really excited to spend one last time there because they have a butterbeer latte. Okay, I'm not even kidding, guys. A butterbeer latte. It's so stinking good. So let's go to Blues Brews. But first, we gotta pack the bag. So let's talk about everything we are packing. Of course, my headphones at Blues Brews, they always play my favorite kind of music, and I'm gonna be singing instead of reading. So we need to pack my headphones so I can listen to my own music so I don't get too distracted. Of course, my wallet so I can pay for said butterbeer latte. My trusty dusty lip balm that I do not go anywhere without. My microphone and camera, of course, so we can chit chat. My Kindle inside of this really cute crochet cover that my mom made me. And then of course, the mystery book. And if you're wondering why I'm packing both a Kindle and a book, we will talk about that in a hot second. So we have officially made it to Blues Brews. Let's just talk about what we're going to read in there before we go in. First of all, when it came to pages, I knew you guys were going to go crazy. Okay, so I gave you limitations. Only 5% of you like me and gave me 50 pages. I'm kidding. Obviously, I love to read, so I want to read a good bit. But goodness, only 5% of you wanted to go easy on me. For 100 pages, 22% of you voted for that. And then, of course, the other 73% of you voted for 150 pages. This posed a bit of a complication because of the genre you guys chose. 25% of you said dystopian, the other 25 said fantasy, but 50% of you said a romantasy book. Now, I thought this was perfect because on my Kindle, I am currently reading Wings of Starlight. However, I definitely do not have 150 pages left of this book, maybe 50 or so. So my plan is that I'm gonna finish reading Wings of Starlight today, and then however many pages I still have left of the 150, we are going to read This Woven Kingdom. So I'm actually reading this for another vlog right now that is going to be posted the week after this one, so I figured it works out perfectly because these are both romantasy books. I will say Wings of Starlight is definitely more YA. This one so far has a little bit of a dark, eerie twist that I'm really enjoying, and I haven't experienced any romance yet, but who knows, maybe after we finish reading all these pages today, we'll finally get our hands on some romance. All right, now let's go get ourselves a butterbeer latte. Of course, Blues Brews is just as beautiful and amazing as I remember it, and the butterbeer latte is just as fantastic as the last time I ordered it. Once I got cozy with my drink, I picked up Wings of Starlight, and I must say, unfortunately, this book was really bad. And not bad in the way that you think, like, for a kid's book, it was fine, but that's the thing. For a kid's book, can someone explain to me why this was advertised as a YA book? Honestly, I cannot envision anyone above the age of 9 being considered when this book was written. Like, it truly felt like I was reading Junie B. Jones again. Like, that's kind of like the equivalent to me. And maybe a big part of that is that I did not grow up watching the Pixie Hollow movies and TV shows, and I know that was like a whole universe. Not out of like choice necessarily. I just never watched them. There were lots of things on television, and unfortunately that just was not one of the things that I watched. So maybe if I loved Pixie Hollow, but I actually did look at some of the reviews on Goodreads, and there were a lot of really low reviews of people who were excited because they were diehard Pixie Hollow kids, and the book just totally fell flat for them and they hated it. And also, I guess a lot of things that happen in this book don't actually line up with the world building of the original Pixie Hollow universe. Like, I don't want to give any spoilers, but like certain things happen and they're like, hey, so actually that makes zero sense because of this from one of the original movies. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm glad to see that I was not alone. And if this was a children's book, I probably would have rated it higher, but because it was advertised as a YA, I am going to rate it as if it was a YA, and if it was supposed to be a YA, it is just 2 out of 5 stars for me. I kind of want to say 1, but the thing is I didn't hate it, I just didn't like it, so it's going to be 2 stars for me. And that was 71 pages to get to the end of that book. So then I picked up this Woven Kingdom, and I must say, oh my word, I have so many thoughts. I got to like the big plot twist, I guess, or maybe you could call it like one of the bigger inciting moments in the book, and I just really could not put the book down. So I actually read 102 pages for that one. I won't talk too much about that book because I'm actually reading it for a vlog. That vlog is going to come out the Friday after this one, so you should definitely subscribe so you get notified whenever I post that. Or of course, if you're watching this video later after it comes out, then it might already be out for you to watch. But I am at the beginning of filming that reading challenge, and I'm already obsessed with the This Woven Kingdom series. I'm so excited, and it was a great way to finish off that reading session. I read a little bit more than 150 pages. I actually read 173. I'm sorry. I felt like because you guys went ham on the highest option, no one was gonna have any issues with me reading slightly more pages, okay? So I read a little bit more. I hope that's okay. And you know what? I'm glad I did, because if I hadn't read that one more additional chapter that brought me over that 150 page mark, I wouldn't have read that insane plot twist. So I'm glad I did it. And then I packed up my stuff and head to Barnes & Noble's because the next thing you guys wanted me to do was go book shopping. It was between book shopping, which got 72% of your votes, and a bookish craft, which got 28%. I would have loved to do a bookish craft, however, because I'm starting to pack and everything, a lot of my crafting stuff is packed, so I probably would have had to buy a bunch of supplies, so I'm actually really relieved you guys chose book shopping. But we are now at Barnes & Noble's, so let's go buy a book. I honestly have no clue what I'm gonna get. I did not, sometimes before going book shopping, I at least have a list of potentials. I've got nothing. We are purely shopping based off vibes, so let's go. Now, I already know my place when it comes to Barnes & Noble's, and I went directly straight back to the fantasy section. I probably spend majority of my time in the fantasy section, and that's where I came across my first almost. I almost got the 4th book in the Bridge Kingdom series. Now, I haven't read the Bridge Kingdom series yet, but I know I plan to soon, and I already own the first 3 books. Main reason why I decided not to go ahead and get the 4th one today is because I want to make sure that I actually like the first 3, and then on top of that, moving is a big issue, and you'll see that as a theme throughout the rest of the decisions that I made. Next, of course, was Watch Me. I do have this in line from the library, and I don't know, the last 2 or 3 times I've been to Barnes & Noble's, I almost got this book, but then I back out every second. So something's telling me in my gut that this isn't going to be a 5-star read for me. I don't want to go into reading the book with that mindset, but I can't ignore my gut and my intuition here. Then, of course, we got to the YA section where I read the backs of a couple books, but 2 really stuck out to me. I almost got to the first book in a Brandon Sanderson series. I've only read 1 series by Brandon Sanderson, or I guess I'm actively reading it and I'm almost done. And it just kind of occurred to me that although I'm enjoying his books, like from a plot standpoint, I do struggle to emotionally connect to his characters, and maybe that's just the specific series I'm reading. So although I definitely want to give another series a chance, I don't know if I necessarily want it on my bookshelves yet until I know for sure that it was just a series issue and not a book issue. Sorry, there's a screaming toddler outside my car. Then the next one was Fable. Now I almost got Fable. I had it in my hands and I was very determined to walk over to purchase Fable. However, Fable just happened to be very close to the Harry Potter section, and who am I to walk in and out of any bookstore without at least checking out the Harry Potter section? So I went to go look at it, and something occurred to me. I have been trying to collect the illustrated versions of the Harry Potter books. I envision myself in a couple years reading these books to my children with the illustrations, and also just I want to read them for myself. I have Harry Potter single-handedly got me obsessed with fantasy and the reason why I am the reader that I am today, and the Harry Potter books and movies really just hold a special place in my heart. So when I saw that the second one was there, it felt like the right decision, not only because I can finally say I have a collection, because I have more than just one of them. I'm actively collecting, okay? But on top of that, I do plan to reread the Harry Potters every single September. I start rereading the Harry Potter books. It's just a part of who I am at this point. So I am going to be reading it very soon. But there are very few books that I actually plan to bring with me to North Carolina and have on me. The rest are going to be in boxes for the remainder of our time in North Carolina because it's a temporary solution. And we're going to be putting a ton of stuff in storage while we live with my family for a little bit. So I didn't want to have every single book available to me, just the Mossverse, any books that I haven't read yet on my physical TBR, and then books that I know for a fact I'm going to be rereading, like the Harry Potter. And I figured if I have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in the illustrated version, then I can just put books 1 and 2 in storage of my normal series that I have, the non-illustrated ones, if you will. Then I was about to get ready to go when I saw a bunch of Harry Potter merch, and I love Harry Potter merch. I always see it. I always want it. I almost never get it. However, I saw this adorable baseball hat. Instantly, I knew I needed this hat, and no words could describe it, but I was automatically obsessed with this hat. I absolutely needed it. I couldn't see myself walking out of the store without the hat. Is this not the cutest baseball hat you have ever seen? Because here's the thing. I think that hats are cute when they're sporty, but I don't really follow sports. I do, however, love Quidditch. And I feel like this hat is perfect. It's so cute, and also it's ruby red. So I'm very happy with this hat. And I will probably be wearing it tonight for our movie night. If you guys have not seen, they're working through all the books right now to do illustrated. I think they only have books 1 through 5. They might have already done 6, and I just don't know it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Someone please look at this book. This is crazy. I want to start this reread today. I mean, come on. Oh, I didn't even see. You can see Malfoy, and then there's the snitch right there. Oh my word. Okay. That officially has me in Harry Potter mood. And you know what? Thank goodness it does. Because when I asked if I should mix a bookish drink or a bookish treat, you guys chose bookish treat. Honestly, I think this is one of the closer votes, but you guys definitely wanted a bookish treat. So I have none other than the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook. And we're actually gonna make something from it. And if you have read the books before, and I think they mention it in the movies a couple times, but there's something called cauldron cakes in the Harry Potter universe, okay? I was very happy to learn that cauldron cakes are just lemon pancakes, and that sounds delicious. So, since I'm kind of accidentally on this Harry Potter whim right now, we're just gonna go for it. So it is 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, 2/3 a cup of granulated sugar, 1 stick of butter, 2.5 cups of milk with the juice of 1 lemon heated up inside of it. Mix it all together and then you're ready to throw it on the griddle. So we definitely measured with our heart on this one. And you know what? That is how we cook and how we bake in this household. I also am now realizing I should have at least halved the recipe. Honestly, halved might have even still been too much. I am one person. My husband is at work. Although these definitely will probably heat up well. I mean, they're pancakes. Who doesn't love instant pancakes first thing in the morning? So let's give this a go. Oh my word, this is going to be so much pancakes. While these are preparing to be flipped, let's talk about movie night decisions. Let me also get where you can see me. Hi. There were a couple things we almost watched. First of all, someone suggested underneath the polls in the comments that I should watch Pride and Prejudice, and honestly, I saw that and I was like, I'll take any excuse to watch Pride and Prejudice. However, I have watched that movie probably 3 times already just this past month. So I figured I should give another movie a chance. The movie has to do with books. It has to be a bookish movie. The other option was bookish video game. The only one of which I know how to play is Hogwarts Legacy for context. Then the other option, okay, those burn fast. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Okay, maybe let's lower the heat a little and do better next time. The next other one that I considered was Narnia. I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's a winter movie and sometimes I feel like it's a summer movie, and I really couldn't make a decision. However, the more I thought about it, the movie felt more winter than summer. So I decided not to go in the direction of Narnia. The other option is that if you've been watching my subscribers, the second series, which if you haven't, you should, it's a shorts series, but I have a whole playlist. You can watch 80 something episodes that I have out right now. But I have currently been rereading the Mockingjay Hunger Games trilogy. I said Mockingjay because that's the one I'm on right now. I've been rewatching and rereading the Hunger Games trilogy, which has been so fun. And I am on the final Mockingjay book, and I also still have to watch the last movie. So part of me was like, oh, it would be kind of fun to watch Mockingjay Part 2 and then finish my rewatch tonight. But then also, I have been watching those every single Sunday night, and it's not a Sunday night, so it just didn't feel right. One that I considered that was kind of random was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Read and loved those books in middle school, never saw the movie. But the reason why I still haven't seen the movie is because I've heard so many people complain that it wasn't true to the book and it was kind of a letdown. So I was like, do I really want to spend this already very magical bookish day on a movie that might be a letdown? Then I thought about watching the Dune movies. Obviously not all of them. Actually, the second one, because I've only seen the first one. And this actually seemed like a great idea to me until I considered the fact that I actually haven't even read the books. So Dune doesn't feel bookish to me. So like, although it hits the quota of being a movie based off of a book, I haven't read the book, so it didn't necessarily feel bookish to myself. Then the conclusion that I came to, which honestly, given the trajectory of this video today, you probably should not be surprised. I'm thinking about watching a Harry Potter movie. It's truly just because I've had such a Harry Potter day, accidentally, like towards the end of it, if you think about it, like I had a butterbeer latte, okay, so maybe we just like pre-gamed with that thing, and then I saw the Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets book, and I was like, I need to continue my collection, and then it had me thinking about how badly I want to reread all the books, and every time I reread the books, I rewatch the movies, and now I'm making cauldron cakes, which is a Harry Potter snack, so to me it's just like, what else would be more appropriate? So then the next question arises, because nothing is done simply here. Which Harry Potter movie do I watch? And yes, I know I keep going up and down. My legs are tired, y'all. I don't know what else to tell you. I could potentially watch the second one because I got the second book today, right? And then I found out there's like a magical movie mode for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the very first one, and that to me seems really fun and exciting because I've been interested to see what that is. I don't know what it is, and it sounds like it'd be fun. But then my 2 favorites in the series are the 6th one, the Half-Blood Prince, because of everything it symbolizes. It's also just really funny, but nothing warms my heart like Prisoner of Azkaban. Despite the fact that I just got the book and I'm really excited about having the book, I'll be so for real when I say Chamber of Secrets, the second movie of all the movies, is probably my least favorite. So if I'm only gonna watch one, it's probably not gonna be that one. My heart is telling me maybe to watch the third one, Prisoner of Azkaban, because I'll be so for real, this video is so therapeutic for me because I have just gone through it these past couple months, if I'm being so real, and I feel like I haven't done much for myself. I've done a lot of things out of survival recently, so like having a whole day to just do things that I love and treating myself to like nice treats, buying a book that I love, watching a movie. Like, yeah, technically I'm still working because this is a YouTube video, but it's the first time in a while where work hasn't actually felt like work. It just feels like I'm on a solo date with myself, and it just happens to be doing all the bookish things that I love to do. So all that to say, I really don't mean for this to get sappy. I just honestly think the best thing that I could do for myself and the most like kind thing I can do for myself is just let me watch the movie that makes me the happiest and gives me the most happy, bubbly feelings. And that is Prisoner of Azkaban. So, see, now that I'm just saying it out loud, I know that that was the right decision. So that is the movie we are going to watch to finish off this bookish day. I am brewing some black coffee right now because I think it will taste so good with these lemon pancakes. And we're just going to get cozy with the puppy and watch one of the most beautiful movies in the Harry Potter universe. I just realized Sebastian's side of the bed, so please ignore that, but it is officially taste test time, and this is my lunch, so hopefully I love it. Honestly, it kind of tastes like a Teddy Graham or like a graham cracker. That's crazy. These taste like there's cinnamon in them, but did I put cinnamon in these on accident? I don't think so. Okay, these are good. They're really light and fluffy though. So 5 might actually not be enough. I thought 5 was going to be too much, but these are so light. It's like cotton candy. It just kind of like disappears once you bite into it. This is amazing, but let's start the movie before I eat all of the pancakes all gone. Within the first couple seconds of this movie, I knew it was the perfect decision. I absolutely downed my pancakes in the first couple seconds, and then I decided to flip through the new Harry Potter book. I must say, there are so many cool art pieces here, and I'm just so excited to pick up this series again in September and reread all of these books with the illustrated editions. It just sounds like an absolute dream. And now I'm just sitting back and enjoying the rest of my favorite comfort Harry Potter movie. I really appreciate all of you who voted and really let me enjoy an amazing day full of all of my favorite bookish things. I honestly had a blast, and we are definitely doing this again because this day felt like an absolute treat and I loved absolutely every second of it. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a lovely day. You should definitely check out some of my other fun bookish challenges I've done in the past, and of course subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and I'll see you next week for a fun bookish video.